Hi and welcome back to York. I've got a very interesting railway to explore today. I've also got a bit of a walk to get to it as well. As well as its medieval associations over the past 2 millennia, York is of course renowned as well for its chocolate industry. Quality confectionery has been manufactured here in the city since the 19th century, with one of the major players in that game having of course been Rowntree Macintosh. That, in case you were wondering, was the company that made these and also these. And while we're at it, York's famous railway connections also had their card to play in getting all this lovely chocolate to the rest of the country. The bridge in front of me now is at the start of the former Foss Island Branch line, which opened in 1895, connecting the Rowntree factory with the mainline railway. As we whirl our way down the path to meet it, we've got something interesting in blue on our left. This tasty little installation made of olfactory piping in front of me here is one of several different shapes that can be found along the whole railway route. I'm not actually certain if it belonged to the former Rowntree factory, but either way, it's a lovely little bit of the history. So, as we set off on our way underneath Wiggington Rd, I thought I'd just let you in on a secret that there was actually a station on this line as well, and we'll be coming to it in just a moment. Just where I'm standing now is the site of the former Rowntrees Halt station. The station was a basic single wooden platform on a separate loop alongside the main double track. Sadly, little survives to testify its existence, save for a few meagre rocks in the undergrowth. That being the case, we'll call it full steam ahead again. Although, just ahead on our left, before we go further, is where the Rowntree firm used to live. That I'm not sure if it is the original buildings, but they have stayed faithful to the design. Maybe some sort of a building restriction. Heading, or maybe ducking, beneath Haxby Road here, I can only assume that the railway level was originally set a bit lower. Otherwise, some of the chocolate might have had rather a nasty accident. A quick flick to our right here reveals a lovely huge industrial chimney up there, which I can often easily see from the main road circumnavigating York city centre. On the left, as we head further along, is a lovely little nature reserve. And a not so lovely modern lamp. We also have to have one of those modernised bridges defiling the route for us. But at least to make up for it is a lovely 40-metre length of that old factory piping again. Getting a little bit fancy at the end as well. Let's have a quick peek at the River Foss running below us alongside the street. Damn, the trees won't let us. Ooh, gets a bit interesting along here. We've got a form of valve as well of some sort. Dare I admit the fact that it makes for some pretty decent benches as well. Just coming along here, one might wonder if the Rowntree firm had once installed its own private roller coaster or something. Always fun to have a little chicane. I'm sure the trains quite obviously went straight through. Given that they had very short engines though, they would probably have handled something that sharp. My favourite part of the whole line comes right here as we cross below Heworth Green. Nice wall. Shame about the added artwork and about that space age reinforcement holding the bridge up. Out the other side and the wall swapped sides. I'm not sure if it was intended for reinforcement or simply decorative purposes, but either way, I'm glad they kept it. Makes the railway feel really cushy when you come around this curve, and there's a lovely big high brick wall to protect you on your left hand side. One look behind us at the wonderful wall. Just before we reach Layerthorpe Bridge, we have to feast our eyes on this fantastic item. Once again, I have strained for research to find the origins of this particular mechanism. I can only predict that it was associated with sweet making in some way or another. And by the way, I tried turning those wheels before and they won't budge a millimetre. I do not recommend trying. Getting underneath Layerthorpe Bridge, and two interesting Gothic shapes guard the way at either side. They do quite look like something I've seen in Edinburgh in the past. There is quite enough room inside of those to climb in, apart from the slot to get through. Anyone in there? And we've got a couple at the other end as well. Not necessarily black all over either. Although this one's set at a lower position than the other three. Excusing the sun, we'll see it from the other way around instead. The rest of the line behind me was an extension of the Derwent Valley Light Railway route. I think this wall design is a little bit of a giveaway to the past, or at least trying to replicate the past. If you can see underneath the sun, the sidings branched off one side. I think it's where that bike rider just came in from. I might need to check the map again when I get home. Sorry to anyone who gets annoyed if I got it wrong. Don't ask me who or what St. Nicholas Fields are. Sorry, I nearly thought I was a person for a moment. Those spooky blue pipes are still to be encountered for a while yet, including here at the bridge underneath Meldrose Gate. This has got to be the best of the lot so far encountered. This could quite possibly be one of the former power boxes from the railway period. So you're used to seeing those being scattered about by the trackside, but it cannot be confirmed. Whilst cutting the right, it's a cute little nature reserve on the left. I'm suddenly confronted by these two fearsome guys guarding the arch underneath Tanghall Road. Do you think they'll let me past? Please mate, I haven't got trainers on. Trekking onward, we emerge into the inevitable bit where it's hardly recognisable as a former railway. And as we come around the final corner, we come across another of these lovelies again. This is obviously another roller coaster influenced design. Corkscrew quite likely, with a vertical drop coming out of it. Given how crazily they build rides nowadays, it's not that unrealistic actually. I would have not have liked to be an Augustus gloop going through that thing. Although the Foss Island line closed in 1989 as a through route, a short part of it survives further behind me as a heritage railway. Anyway, I hope you enjoy walking that bit of York history with me, but somebody somewhere still has a Toffee Crisp that they need to put out of its misery. Subscribe and there'll be another sweet treat along for you soon. Bye!